Hi, welcome back, leader. Happy you are joining me again for another opportunity to be in stillness, to be in mindfulness, to be in calm and peace. It's an opportunity for us to gather every week to reflect on what is important, what is not important in our lives anymore, to just have a moment to breathe. And I'm doing that right now with you before I begin this podcast episode because I need a moment to breathe. It's the holidays. It is a time to rejoice, but a lot of us are finding ourselves exhausted, overwhelmed, in grief, in contrast. I'm not immune to those emotions. I'm not immune to those life circumstances. I've been practicing contemplative leadership for all of my life. I just didn't have words for it until recently. So I am someone who experiences, just like you do, a lot of interesting things. We experience heartache, experience loneliness, experience being misunderstood or undervalued. We are as leaders, especially, we're putting ourselves in lots of circumstances that the average person won't put themselves in. And I say this because I'm talking to my leaders right now. I'm talking to you right now because you are the first ones to raise your hands and say, I'm in, put me in, let's go. You're the first ones to say, I can do this better. I can move the collective forward. I am ready. Don't you see? I'm ready. And so a lot of us put ourselves in these circumstances, predicaments where we're set up for uncertainty, for some risk, for some failure. That's the nature of leaders. That's the nature of who we are. We raise our hands and it's almost instinctually. There's no logic behind it. You think there's logic, but there's something else that's pulling you into the arena. It's that divine assignment that I've been talking to you about. The divine assignment that you have, it's inherent. It's very much like Servant Leadership by Robert Greenleaf, where he talks about this inherent pull. You were pulled to serve others, and then you find yourself in a leadership role because of that inherent pull. Ooh, how many of you are saying, yeah, that's me? That's me. I do that. I'm the first one to volunteer. I'm the first one to say, put me in. I'm the first one to say, I can do it better. Let's go. So there's this inherent pull because that divine assignment is pretty strong. I mean, you can try to suppress it. You could try to oppress it. You could try to whatever, temper it. But that divine assignment keeps moving you in the right direction. When you sit in stillness, when you sit in contemplation, when you sit in reflection, and that's what we contemplative leaders do. We know we have a divine assignment. We know we have sacred responsibilities. We know that we have an expansive vision. That's my strategic plan, my expansive vision that I can see that my peers can't see because I'm a contemplative. And then I get to embody this presence so that my energy walks into the room before my physical body catches up. Ooh, this is why people are talking about me in boardrooms right now. This is why people are talking about you. Right now, people are talking about you because of your embodied presence as a contemplative leader. In case you haven't noticed, I just mentioned 4 of our spiritual principles out of the 5 that we talk about in contemplative leadership. So when you follow these first 4, number 5 is inevitable. And you know what number 5 is? Transformational impact is inevitable. That is the byproduct of truly embracing and embodying these first 4 principles. And so I want to talk a little bit about this journey that you are on right now. And it's the holidays, and we are approaching a brand new year. Gosh, I cannot believe. I don't know where 2025 went, and that's okay. Keep it in the past because I'm looking forward. Because because the past has created the present, and what is, that's cool. I'm satisfied. It's all right. But as a contemplative, I'm looking forward because of that expansive vision I have for the collective, for the group, for the people I was called to lead. I'm looking ahead. Ooh, what's coming? What's around the corner? Show me the signs. Let me sit in reflection. Let me sit in prayer so I can still my logical reasoning, my ego motivated brain. I'm gonna sit in stillness here and practice contemplative leadership because I wanna find signals, breadcrumbs, glimpses of what the future looks like. Oh, now that's exciting to me as a contemplative. So I do the work. I do the work behind the scenes so that when I come out and play with my teams, with my followers, with my clients, I am excited, even my students, I do the work behind the scenes so that they can see the byproduct of contemplative leadership. Ooh, someone who has purpose, someone who knows her purpose, someone who takes things 10 layers deep. Like I don't take you at face value. I never will, because there's so much more beneath what you're showing me. And guess what? My job, because I am a contemplative leader and because I have a divine assignment and I'm answering my divine assignment, I know I have sacred responsibilities. And the sacred responsibility I have is to support you, transform you as a follower. I take this role very seriously because I'm a contemplative. How about you? How about you? Huh? Still practicing transformational leadership? Hmm? Still talking about being a servant leader, but you're really not? Like, I don't know how many times I see folks on LinkedIn and in real life spew a leadership style, and they wear like a badge of honor, but they have no idea what it really truly means. And so contemplative leadership takes all that into account because I'm putting you front and center. Contemplative, you are the core, you're the nucleus in your life, in your leadership practice, in your movements. It's you that I want to transform. It's you that I want to help embody this incredible approach to leadership because I know that if you transform from the inside, first the inner alignment, then the byproduct is shown through your behaviors, through your decision making, through the performance measurements that your followers meet or do not meet. You know, those KPIs, those OKRs, all of those things. That's the thing, is this leadership approach puts you in the center of it all. You are the nucleus. And this is why this leadership approach is so important, because so many of those other leadership styles and approaches have neglected the inner alignment, the interior of the leader. I'm one of the byproduct of that generation of leaders who were trained to abuse, to manipulate, to coerce. Oh, well, it's no wonder we're seeing some people on the news or on documentaries on Netflix abusing their power. Oh my, well, that was the culture. And guess what? That was the culture. This is how I was trained. And it's taken me a lifetime to undo that conditioning. I mean, talk about a traumatized, traumatic leadership journey I've been on. And it's taken me a long time to unravel these interesting beliefs, these values that were all about me. So, okay, fine. But that's the egocentric way of leading. I'm looking at you, yes, at the center of this approach, but I'm looking at what's beneath you, leader. I'm not taking you at face value. I'm looking much, much deeper into your soul, into your spirit, into your values. Do you have integrity or not? Do you have a moral compass or not? Do you know that you have a divine assignment? Because once somebody finally says, yep, I have a divine assignment. I've been answering, these signals. I've been following the breadcrumbs. Okay, Denise. Okay, now what? Now what? So when you truly embody that you, dear leader, have a divine assignment, then the sacred responsibilities that you have are just, yep, I have integrity. I'm going to make some, incredible decisions here because I'm not only looking at myself, and I'm going to, tell my little ego to go sit on the shelf for just a moment, because I'm going to lead with integrity, with a moral compass, because I have a lot of people that are counting on me. And these are my sacred responsibilities to transform the lives I have been called to steward. That changes the game from the past. So all these generations of leaders that were trained to do malicious work, questionable work, questionable decisions. I'm taking all those leaders. And again, I was part of that group. I was in that generation. Okay. So now, because of my, prayers, because I wanted to be a better leader, because I wanted peace in my body, I wanted peace in my heart. My nervous system was traumatized, jacked up. I was looking for solutions for myself. I was starting to ask myself, what are you doing? You're burnt out. You're overwhelmed. You are making this all about you. That ego is so loud. When are we going to shut it up? Because I was experiencing these things. I was the one looking for the solution for my own problem, a big problem. So contemplative leadership came from all those prayers that I had. This is the answer to my prayer. And for millions of people out here, I'm sure, who are byproducts of some really bad generational toxic leadership models. And I'm just asking you to open the door. Like the door's right in front of you. I'm here. I'm on the other side of the door. And I'm knocking. This is me knocking. With every single episode, I'm knocking on the door. And either you open the door or you walk away from the door. Now, how many of you have people soliciting at your front door? Okay. And you're like, oh, I see you on the Ring camera. I'm not going to answer. You want me to buy solar panels? If you're in Texas, you know what that means. You walk away and you ignore it. And you ignore it and you go about your day. And so if I'm knocking on your door right now, right here in this episode, and you are ignoring it, okay. You have free will, my friend, and I'll never undermine your brilliance. So you can walk away from this episode and go, okay, I know it's there. She's there. She's on the other side of the door, but I'm not ready to answer the door. I'm going to go about my same business. I'm going to go about the same pain. I'm going to go about the same burnout and overwhelm and stress. I'm going to go about the same resentment and bitterness because I take everything personally in the organization. And these followers of mine, these employees of mine, they hate me and I hate them. So I'm just going to ignore the knock on the door. I know it's Denise. She's fine. She'll be there. But I'm going to keep doing business as usual. Okay. That's a choice. Ooh. Good for you. That's your choice. Now, if you choose, however, to say, she's knocking on the door. What she's saying is making sense to me, but I don't know how this could really work for me. Okay, let me open the door and just tell her I have 5 minutes. That's it. So there you are opening the door. And I'm going, hey, what's up, girl? Hey, what's up, man? What's up? How are y'all doing? What's going on? Oh, well, you came to my door, Denise. What can I help you with? Well, let me tell you, I have brought solutions for you to consider. You have a problem, and I have brought solutions, not just one, but a few right here. Do you want to hear about them? Do you want to know a little bit more about them? because I know you've been in a lot of pain. I know because I've been in your place. I've been in your shoes before. I know. And I have these solutions that I brought. They're on this platter. Ooh, even look at my platter. It's silver. It's beautiful. I came to present. Oh, I came to show you what you could truly have and what you truly deserve. Look, I'm even serving it on a silver platter. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, um, I'll give you 10 minutes. I was going to give you 5, but I'll give you 10 minutes now. Okay, cool. Let's talk. Can I even come into your house? Or am I going to talk to you at the door? Because I need to sit down for this. I need to sit down and I need to go deeper with you. This isn't face value selling. This isn't face value presentation. This isn't a pitch or a proposal. Like we go deep here. Let me truly help you understand. Give me a moment to help you truly understand what it is that you deserve and what you're worthy of. And how by just a slight degree, a change in the degree of how you've been looking at leadership, just a slight shift in that degree, you'll get to see leadership in a whole new world. And so here's the platter, and I've got these solutions for you. Can you give me a moment on your couch? I just want to talk to you a little bit more about this. I'm here to bring peace. I'm here to show you how to find peace in your body and in your mind and in your spirit. I'm here to help you realign yourself to what is truly important. And what's truly important is that you answer your divine assignment and that you have these sacred responsibilities I'm going to show you how to steward. And I've got some other ideas for us. And I just need 10 minutes of your time. And you invite me over to the couch. We sit on the couch and we have a deep, reflective, meditative conversation, one that you hadn't had maybe ever in your life. Maybe ever in your life. At least that's what the clients tell me that. At least that's what they say to me. No one has gone this deep with me. No one has cared enough to go this deep with me. So I embody contemplative leadership approach. I embody this work. I am contemplative leader in action. I everyday practice what I'm explaining to you here, what I'm showing you here. And if you give me the opportunity to show you how deep you can go, and how meaningful and purposeful your leadership can be, whether it's in your personal life, you're leading a family, you're leading your children, you're leading your community, you are a nonprofit leader, or you're a leader in an organization, or you're a founder CEO like me. Wherever you're finding yourself, you are leading your life. You are leading in these relationships. And it's my duty, because I'm answering my divine assignment, my sacred responsibility is to show you how to do that for yourself. Because you are worthy of peace, you are worthy of joy, you are worthy of love in these roles. I'm just showing you a better way to be in relationship with you and you. The human side of you and the non-physical spirit side of you. Because there's a gap. There's a gap. Mind the gap. If you're in London and you're on the train, you're like, mind the gap, mind the gap. That's all you hear. That's all you hear the announcer saying, mind the gap. I'm like, yeah, that's a 20-inch gap. Yeah. And I have a little foot and I'm a little person. So yeah, I'll fall through that gap. I'm going to mind that gap. Are you minding the gap? Are you minding the gap between you and you? You, the humanness, the human you, because you're matter. You are matter. You're here in these physical bodies with these senses, thank goodness, and experiencing life and emotions. But so many of us have disconnected our minds and our bodies. We have disconnected these parts of ourselves. So we're fragmented. And all I want to do is show us how to bring us back together again, how to be whole and integrated. So contemplative leadership approach is pretty deep. It's in the name. This ain't surface level. This is as authentic as you can get. Thanks, Bill George, for your research in authentic leadership. That's an incredible style of leadership. I've practiced that one too in most of my career, right? The authentic leadership. But here with contemplative leadership, there's no room for imposter syndrome here because you're showing up in your divine assignment. You're showing up fully yourself, whole, full, integrated. Yeah, forget imposter syndrome. You'll never have it again with this leadership approach. So answer the door. Answer the door. I'm knocking. I'm not here to sell you solar panels. I'm not here to sell you Girl Scout cookies. I don't know if Girl Scouts do that anymore. I find them at CVS or outside of Walgreens. Naughty, because, those of us going in there are going, I'm here to get my medications, but I'm going to help myself to some incredible cookies. Yikes. So I'm knocking on the door. I'm not selling anything. No, I'm just knocking. Light knock. I'll walk away. No worries. There are a million more people who want the solution to their problems, and I've got it. So you have a choice. So if you answer the door and say, yeah, I'm worthy of more. Sure. Let me hear more about this. Join me inside the sanctuary. It's free at the time of this recording and this publishing. That can change in a month or two. But right now, I'm inviting incredible leaders like you into the sanctuary so that we can go deeper together. So join me inside the sanctuary for contemplative leaders. You can go to my website at drdeniseSimpson.com, click on the tab that says The Sanctuary, or wherever you are watching or listening to this podcast episode, I will have a live link in the show notes. You're going to want to click on that now, so that we can start this incredible work together. So if you're ready to put the pain down and you're curious to see what's on the other side of that door, that person who's knocking on that door, that's me. If you are ready to find a different way to lead, one that is unlike anything you've heard before, one like you've never experienced before, then join me in the sanctuary. I would love to have you inside the sanctuary. We get to do private workshops. We're going to do some private meditation work in there. We're going to do some private somatic work in there. A lot of great stuff that I am showing in the sanctuary that you will not get out here in public. Because I don't want any algorithms finding us. I don't want to be, trying to fight for your attention. No, we're going to a private, sacred space that I have curated. That's my sacred responsibility, is to keep this community sacred. So join me in there so you could see what contemplative leadership looks like in action. And of course, I'll do some coaching in there because I'm an executive coach who loves everything about leaders. And I'm here to support you on your journey of leadership. So thank you so much for your time this week. I am looking forward to seeing you on our next podcast episode. Take very good care.